It's time to become the best version of yourself and help others do the same. It's Monday morning and we're talking success.
Good morning, Soul family. It's so good to see so many of you on live with us this morning. Man, it is an awesome group out there. As Lydia said, I am hoping Jordan will tell us how well you did. Well, congratulations. You did really well in the month of December. We'll talk more about that in just a moment. But first off, congratulations for surviving 2020. What a crazy year. It was one like we have never seen before in pretty much every aspect of our lives, I think. But one thing that I loved about 2020 was seeing you guys continue to grow and to help people find whatever balance or whatever calmness that they needed in order to survive. I loved seeing that Soul was able to continue to press forward, and that you as essential workers in your own right were able to take care of everyone and just continue to help people find themselves and become the best version of themselves. So congratulations there. So grateful for everything that you guys accomplished. December was absolutely unbelievable. Rarely do we see a month with a big holiday, let alone kind of two back-to-back with Christmas and New Year's being close there, really take the lead and just dominate. And you guys just did a fantastic job at that. So congratulations. It was the biggest month we've ever had. For a lot of you, it was the biggest month you've ever had, which is exactly how it should be. And being able to finish the year off strong just gives you an opportunity to really platform and to give yourself a new platform and to springboard that into 2021. So I'm excited to see what you guys can do with that. You have a ton of new people in your organizations. In the Soul Observer that was sent out on the 1st, you can see the growth that we've had over the past year with the amount of people that have joined. So just congratulations. You guys did awesome. So proud of you for that. Let's before we get too far into this, as a reminder, we always want to let you know you need to sign in and tell us something, hello or hi or something on YouTube, so we can see that you are there. If you are just watching and you're not subscribed or commenting, we don't know you're there. We can't see you. So as always, let us know you're there, because we have awesome things that we like to give away every Monday morning. And today we've got a little bit of a theme going on. We are doing fancy things to carry your drinks in. That's the theme for today. That's a pretty good one, right? First off, we got our Cinemate mug or shaker, not a shaker, what is this called? A thermos. It's awesome for keeping your drinks hot. We also have the Soul Vital shaker. And then last but not least, we have the Infatuate shaker, the new one that came out not that long ago. As always, I like to show this off. You have a little spot to put a scoop in there of the powder, or you could put some capsules in there or whatever you need. So kind of an awesome little bottle there too. So we're giving away some bottles today. Fancy things to hold your drinks in. I think you're gonna love it. Now, next weekend. Do you guys know what next weekend is? Tell me what next weekend is. Come on, let's see it. What have we got out there? Next weekend is January 14th, 15th, 16th. Lydia says virtual. Valerie says summit. Put those two things together. It's a virtual summit, soul event. Tiffany DeLuisi, absolutely. Lydia, virtual meeting, a soul party, a kickoff. All of those wonderful things are happening next week. As always, make sure you go and register. You can click on the happenings button, and at the top of it, you see register now, $30. You click on that bad boy and you will get the awesome registration packet that we have. Now, the first 350 people to register will be able to receive this packet. We're gonna be sending them out this week, so you should be able to have them in time. As always, we're kind of in a little bit of a time crunch there, right? Because if you decide to register the morning of, the chances of you getting your registration packet that same day, not gonna happen, right? So make sure you get that done. For those of you who speak Spanish or have Spanish speakers in your downlines, the workbook is awesome because the first half of it's in English, the second half, same exact material in Spanish. So one workbook, both languages, you're gonna love it. So make sure you let everybody know, get registered, get signed up, be a part of it. It's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be the best and closest thing that we can do to a Soul Summit while doing it virtually. Tons of interaction. Going to have some group activities you can do with yourselves at home. We're going to have them battle out on stage here for all of you guys to watch as well. Like, it's just going to be great. So tune in. You don't want to miss it. Let your teams know. Get them all organized. So it looks like a lot of you that are on live with me have already registered, which is wonderful. So yeah, make sure you get that taken care of. Now, let's talk about rock and roll. So we missed a week last week since we took that off. So we have 2 weeks here of information we're gonna be sharing with you, and we have seen some awesome people just sign up, a lot of new people into the Soul family. So with that, let's go to our rock and roll and look at some of our rock star enrollers. Our first rock star enroller is Luz y Bernardo Trujillo. Congratulations, brought 5 new people into the Soul family. We also have Daniel Gianni with 5 new people in the Soul family. Then we have Nehemias Naranjo with 7. Congratulations. We also have Frank Ruiz with 7. And we had Maria Morfin with 9. And then we had our top rock star enroller for the past 2 weeks. And it was Miss Tammy Peterson down in Texas. Congratulations, bringing 10 new people into the Soul family. That is fantastic. It was so awesome to see all the hard work that you put into it, and just the things you're able to accomplish in December was fantastic. Now, talking about the organizations, bringing people into the Soul family, you guys have done so many wonderful things. So let me ask you a question. The month is now over. Today is January 4th. When should you have any or all of your movement done in the organizations? As you know, in the Soul family, we have a really unique opportunity to help others out. And we use that, we call it the Smart Plan Placement. If you go to your dashboard, there's a button there called Smart Plan Placement. And you have an opportunity to move people around in your organization to help leaders grow or to maximize your organization, whatever you use it for. Now, this is really kind of a unique thing. I've never seen any other company out there do this. But truly, if you think about what you've got going on here at Soul, we always say you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You have an opportunity to run this business just like you would run it, right? With very few stipulations and rules. You can build your organization exactly how you would do it if you were running any other business. And here at Soul, we want to just partner with you and help you accomplish all the goodness that you want to accomplish in your lives. And so with that, like anything else, we let you move things around in order to maximize it for you, just like you would if it was your own business, right? And you were making all the rules. So then the question is, when do you have to have that movement done in your organization, right? Debbie says by the 9th. Dolores says before the 10th. Satinga says move by the 5th. Lydia says before the 9th, since commissions run on that day, but do not wait until then. Do it ASAP. Kimberly Bourne says the 5th. Yes, I love all of those answers. The sooner the better is the best answer for that, right? As soon as the month is over, go ahead, look at your organization. If you have questions on that, I can show you how to do that, but you click on organization volume, click the previous period. I think there's a button called downline monthly volume. Click the month before and you can see exactly what your organization looks like, right? For the previous month. And you can go in there and change things around or whatever you need to do to make that work. Now, getting that done sooner than later will allow you to do a few things. One, it'll allow you to really make sure that your organization looks as you want it to. And 2, it gives you time to really check and make sure everybody's in place. And the tricky thing is, if you wait until the very last second to do that, you're probably gonna miss something. And so we've been telling everybody to try to get that done by the 5th of the month. That'll give us a few days if we need to really adjust things and to look at it again and make sure it's exactly how we want it. So as soon as the month is over, let's make sure we get that done, taken care of. As mentioned, we lock on the 9th. So if you try to do it on the 9th, it's probably gonna be too late because we lock on the 9th. That means we freeze frame what your organization looks like at that moment. We lock it, literally. And then at that same time, we pay out commissions to your Soul wallet. So as you can well imagine, if you wait until after then to do that, it's too late. You've already been paid for it. Everything's been taken care of. And as you know, with a big organization, if you decide to move one little thing after the fact, it can change everything around you and even above you. And so we just don't allow that. Once it's locked, it is locked. So as we've been talking, make sure you get it done no later than by the 5th. But man, today is a great day to do it, right? So if you haven't done it already, go check it out, make those movements. If you have questions or you need anything, call customer support. They'd be more than happy to help you. Send an email to myself or to Hope, and we can help you as well. But I just love seeing you guys be able to put yourself in a position to be as successful as possible by being able to move things around. All right. Do you have any questions on that? Looks like we have some good comments in here. Try to do it by the last day of the month. That is so awesome. Just, yeah, it's always easier to do it before the month ends. Absolutely. We try to have it done by the midday, the last day of the month, Valerie says. That's great. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Just get her done and make sure that you're in a good spot for that. Now, with that, quick question. So we know we can move people in our organizations to help people out. How is the best way to communicate to somebody that you're going to be putting somebody underneath them for the end of the month? Let's say I look at my organization at the end of the month, I notice that I have, let's say $1,800 in organizational volume. I think I'm done. All of a sudden I look at it the first day of the next month and I go, oh my heavens, I am a 5K. What happened? Oh my gosh, wow, right? How do you communicate that to the people in your organization when you're going to be moving volume underneath them? What does it look like? Chrissy says, well, we should talk to them. I like it. Claudia says, we need a training for that. Well, let's talk about it right now then. There's no better time than the present, right? Let's talk about that. Satinka says, we talk to them and ask them. I like it. What do you talk to them about? What does that conversation look like? Ashley says, we communicate with them, right? There's got to be some communication. I love that. Let me tell you something that I've seen that's worked in the past. We're now going into, our 9th year of being a part of Soul. One thing that I've always stressed is what you guys are talking about, right? The communication. Make sure you're talking to them and letting them know what's going on. How do we do that though? This is what I suggest. Reach out to them. Say, hey, Jordan, I noticed that you had $1,800 in organizational volume. Congratulations. You had a great month. I've seen you doing some great things. You're signing people up. You hit Soul Prime. You're working hard. And I just wanted to help you out this month. And I'm going to do that by moving some leaders underneath you to get you to the rank of Soul Leader 5K. Now, at this point, you have an opportunity to talk to them. You can say certain things like, hey, it's just going to be for this month. I just wanted to help you out, give you a boost. After the commissions are run on the 10th, I'm going to go ahead and move those back out from underneath you. So then you have an opportunity to grow and just really see where you're at without that added help, just to see what happens for the next month and see where we can get. Or we've seen leaders also that will say, hey, you're doing such a great job. I'm going to leave those people underneath you as long as I see you're continuing to work and accomplish good things. And you could even set specifications on what that means, right? You could say something like, hey, as long as you continue to hit Soul Prime each month, which we love Soul Prime, right? Because it means they're signing up people, they're active, they're doing something. As long as you hit that every month, I'm going to leave those people underneath you. But if at any time you decide it's just not for you or you're not really into it as much, that's wonderful as well. I'll go ahead and pull those out from underneath you and put them underneath somebody who might need a little bit of extra help, right? Or a reward, or however you want to phrase that. By having that open line of communication, letting them know that, number one, this isn't going to be forever unless you want it to be forever, right? Two, hey, here's some stipulations, here's a carrot, if you will, to help you continue to move forward and be incentivized to keep the individuals that have been placed underneath them, right? Just having that open dialogue, that open communication really, really helps as you're moving people around. There's nothing more that can be deflating or that's difficult to understand where I did 1,800 this month on my own, you put people underneath me, I'm a Soul Leader 5K, awesome. You don't tell me, I think I'm going to stay there. I think life is wonderful. I got a bump in my commissions. All of a sudden I'm hitting these ranks that I never hit before. The next month comes around. And let's say I even get to $2,000 in volume. I'm a Soul Pro 2K on my own and I'm expecting you to give me that big bump and it's not there. And gosh dang it, now I'm deflated. I even had a good month. I even grew on my own. But at the end of the month, I'm not going, oh man, I did awesome. Instead, I'm going, oh, I'm deflated. I thought I was going to get an extra 3,000 in volume again, but it's not there. And that sucks, right? So having that open line of communication, letting them know how that goes is the key, right? Wonderful. Some comments here. You should have a relationship, should be an easy conversation. I love that, right? It's an incentive that you're putting in and be in communication with them consistently. I love what you've been doing this month, and to reward you, I wanted to move some under so you can see what happens as you reach this next rank. Great. It's a win-win, and your rank in order helps my rank be in order. Let's look at the comp plan PDF together. That's a great way to teach as well, right? You can say, hey, in order for me to grow, I need to help you grow. So let's look at that together, make sure we understand that. And so when you continue to get to that spot, you'll be able to help others as well, right? Chris Simone, this month, great language, right? You want to make sure that there's some sort of a time period so they understand what's going on. We got Soul Prime in there also. That's wonderful. It's always great when it bumps them to a new pay level and they get a taste of success. Absolutely, right? Just talking openly is huge. Man, just great way to just talk, right? I love to say that verbally and then send a text or email confirming what is said about movement, since verbal conversations are sometimes lost. That's a great way to do it as well, Lydia. And you can even say that when you're talking to them, right? Say, hey, this has been a great conversation. Just so I can remember, I always use it as an excuse to help me remember as well, right? Hey, just to remind myself what we're talked about here, I'm gonna send you an email so we both have it written down so I can remember what's going on. So next month I'm not confused or can't remember what was talked about, right? And then it gives you an opportunity to really keep that in the forefront of both of your minds, right? I love it. And this helps them not be weird about numbers, Kristen says. Absolutely, right? And that's the thing. So we want to make sure that the focus there is helping to incentivize, helping reward, helping to recognize, putting them in a good spot, having really good open communication to make sure everybody's on the same page. It can be verbally. You can also send an email or a text to write it down, make sure everybody's in a really good spot. But man, it's such a wonderful opportunity to help people in our organizations. Like I said, it's unique to Soul. It's one of the things that I love about Soul is the opportunity that we have as leaders to help others who are in our organization just to get a taste of that success and see what it's like, and hopefully use that as an opportunity to continue to grow to help other people. Any other questions on that? We all good about that? Awesome. Okay, then lastly, before we wrap this up, I wanted to talk for a moment. By January 19th, social media came out. By January 19th, they're going to actually dub January 19th Quitter's Day, because by January 19th, most people have already thrown in the towel on their New Year's resolutions, and it's just kind of over with, right? January 19th. So they made it a solid 19 days. That's just fantastic, right? It says by the second week of February, 80% of people have made New Year's resolutions quit, within 6 weeks of starting. That's fantastic as well, right? So one thing we're really going to focus on through 2021, and especially with this new Soul Virtual, is talking about a system that allows you to keep going, to know what to do every day. So it's not just a shot in the arm, but it's a way of life, right? It's not that diet approach where I'm counting calories and trying to live this life that I can't actually do, but a lifestyle of how I'm going to live and how I'm going to make this work. Now, one thing I want to encourage you guys to do, start of every year, anytime there's a new start to anything, there are people who are looking to make changes in their life. One of the most common changes we see at the beginning of the year, which you've seen, which we've all probably have some sort of a resolution to go along with it, is just being healthier, right? Whether that's losing weight, whether that's starting yoga, whether that's meditating, whether that's getting back to the gym, whatever that might be. Everybody, for the most part, has some sort of an idea of being healthier. And that can be a mind thing as well, right? Trying to help calm anxieties or just get stronger mentally, read books, go back to school, whatever it might be, right? At the start of a new year, we always look at it and say, hey, this is my year and I'm going to get some certain things done. Now, you see that on social media all the time. There's people that'll be blasting things and be like, hey, if you want to start your new year off right with weight loss, check this out. If you want to start off with a detox, check this out, whatever it might be. Now, that is a good way to do it, right? Obviously, it works. There's good marketing skills there. People get excited. They see that. Let me just change it, just a little bit of a mindset for you, though, all right? There is an opportunity to say, I have something you need, here, take it. But I think there's going to be more power if instead of doing that, you say, listen, I understand you want to make changes. I do too. Join with me. Join with me. Let's do this together. What are we going to do? Let's do it together. Whatever that is, right? We've used that in Soul before, the join with me type of a slogan, if you will. And I just think that's such a powerful thing at the beginning of every year, every season, every change we want to do. Everybody's looking for an accountability partner. Everybody wants to do something with other people. Humans are social animals. If we haven't learned that in 2020, then man, we missed a wonderful opportunity, right? Even the power to connect through Zoom and telephones and text just doesn't quite scratch that itch like we wish it would. but having an opportunity to reach out to people in your organizations, in your social media groups, in your circles of influence, in your neighborhoods, whatever that looks like, and saying, hey, I'm on the same boat as you, right? I want to be better too. I want to detox. I want to lose weight. I want to get better. I want to meditate. I want to study the Bible. I want to read a book, whatever that might be. Man, join with me. Let's do this together. Because a lot of people, that's the catalyst that they're looking for. They're just looking for somebody to do it with them, right? So as you're going through Facebook, Instagram, whatever method you are doing to spread the good news that you have answers for people's questions, always follow it up with, and join with me. Let's do this together. And we're going to see some amazing, amazing things that take place over the next however many months or years that you help these individuals. Sound good? All right, Krista Shepard says, I feel like you were listening on my team call last night. Great minds think alike, Krista. Even if you're up in Canada, I still get those vibes, right? Just keep thinking those good things and we'll make it happen. Sound good? All right, now, as we wrap this up, let's give away some swag, right? Let's give you some bottles, okay? Oh, it looks like we got a great group with us today. I really can't see how many people are on until I look in here and see the ginormous pile of names that are all here. So you don't have a super awesome chance to win today because it's probably like 1 in, 70 or 80 chance to win. But you know what? We're going for it anyway, right? Lydia, right, you're gonna get fancy things for your fancy drinks. Here we go. You know what? And fancy is kind of a funny word. In Russian, they consider themselves to have a really rich language, a lot of words, but fancy isn't a word that translates real well. They always say like things like wonderful or great or really good, but fancy isn't one that we really have. So it's a fun one to have in English. Now the first bottle we are giving away is that Cinemate thermos right here, Digestive Energy. It's fantastic. It fits so nicely in your car cup holder too, right? The winner of our Cinemate thermos is none other than Miss Olga Sumrall. Olga Sumrall, congratulations. You have won a bottle. I better put it back here so it's still in focus. There you go. Next up, we have our Soul Vital blender bottle. Shake it up, get your greens in ya. And the winner of this is Tammy Bontrager, Miss Kansas. Tammy Bontrager, congratulations. You've won yourself a Soul Vital Contigo blender bottle. It's fantastic. And last but not least, we have our Infatuate bottle. You can read it right there. Premium healthy fats. Big thing going on right now, making sure we get all our fats in. There's a lot of the different diets and things focusing heavily on that. And the winner is, you can hear that, shaking it up real good, no favoritism, not even looking. The winner is Holly Bernal. Holly Bernal, congratulations. You've won yourself an Infatuate bottle. You are going to love it. All right, team. As I mentioned before, December was just unbelievable. 2020 was fantastic. I'm so proud of you guys for all that hard work and effort you've put in. If you have any suggestions for 2021, something that's been burning in your mind that you'd like to see a change or just an idea for 2021, feel free to kick it out to me. Go ahead and send me an email or text. I always love to hear your ideas. As always, here as executives, we're going to be meeting together to discuss any changes or things that we can do to make 2021 better than 2020. And any changes that we can do to help you guys would be wonderful to hear from you guys as well. So always feel free to reach out. So excited to hear from you. As always, keep sharing soul. Sure love you guys, and we'll see you later.